my friends. Welcome to today's Forever Yoga session. I'm Susannah, and today we will be doing strong bones challenge exercises combined in a yoga package because I love yoga and I love strong bones challenges. So I hope you will love what we're going to do today together. So we're going to begin seated, and I'm going to sit in hero pose or Virasana, which is a yoga posture sitting on your heels. I'm going to use a block, but you might choose to just sit cross-legged or even in a chair. Because this is yoga, we're going to begin with a short breath-focused meditation and allow a sense of getting grounded, which energetically is very good for our bones. So gather up what you need and I'll meet you back and we'll get started. Hey friends, welcome back. So I'm going to be utilizing this block and I'm going to sit on it, and I'll be in Virasana, which is hero pose, one of my favorite postures, but I know it's not accessible to everyone thanks to your knees, your hips, your feet, whatever. I get it. You could try sitting on propping up with additional blocks or cushions, or let it go. Just sit cross-legged or even go sit on your couch, okay? Just find a comfortable seat. And once you have done so, I'll ask you to take a moment to just tune into how you're feeling. Take your mind, perhaps close your eyes so you can go within. Just scan around, notice what you're experiencing in your physical body at the moment. How are your knees, your hips, your feet? If you're not comfortable, you're more than welcome to shift around until you find some comfort. And then when you are there in a seat that feels like you can just be there for a few breaths, we'll tune into awareness of breath. So you'll take an easy breath in through your nose, through both nostrils. And in doing so, notice what you notice. Feel the breath coming in, easy breath out, feel the breath released. So it's an inhale and an exhale through your nose. So don't try to create a huge breath, make it an easeful breath. Just notice. And notice if you can take the next 20-30 seconds to simply stay with the awareness of your breath. Notice if that's doable, and if it's not, that's fine, just notice. And if your mind starts traveling around, noticing sounds, and if your mind starts to plan, what's going to happen later, I'll ask you just for the next few moments to give it a gentle push back to the awareness of your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Excellent. And now, open your eyes and let's get started with our yoga challenge practice. We're going to begin with foot love. So from this position of sitting, bring one foot forward and plant that foot on the mat. Root down in your foot, and you don't have to be sitting the way I am. You could be sitting without the block, but if you can get down on the floor and connect with your foot, we're going to work the toes, which is so important for the strength of your feet and for balance. So foot love being one of our challenges. Here's a toe exercise for all of us. So you're going to try to keep the little toes down and pick the big toe up. And if you can do that without using your hands, amazing. That's really challenging. And then tap the big toe. And if the little toes want to come up, you can take your hand and hold them down. And if your big toe won't come up on its own, you can help it. You can lift your toe up and down. So this is a great exercise to do, and you may need to train your toes to do this on their own, and I've just shown you how to do that. Okay, switch. Big toe stays down, big toe, little toes lift up. Once again, if you need to press the big toe down, that's fine. If you need to pull the little toes up and help them learn how to do this, that's fine. Great. Okay, and now pause. Lift that foot up if you can. I'm sitting on a block, so it's a little precarious, but we're going to do foot love. L-O-V-E. I'm writing the word love now backwards. Big L, little O, V, little case E. Foot love. Okay, switch. Bring your other foot forward. Root down. Now it's going to be the big toe stays down and the little toes lift up. No, what did we do first? No, okay, so it's first we're going to be lifting the toes, right? The big toe. So big toe lifts and tap it. Tap, tap, tap. Now, like me, you're probably noticing that one foot is different than the other. And this side is asking me to give it a little bit more support. Big toe lifts and taps. I'm going to release my hands to work it without my hand. It's a lot harder than it looks. Okay, now let's switch. Big toe down, little toes up. Oh, see, on this side, this is easier. Isn't that interesting how we are not symmetrical for so many reasons, right? So again, you might have to train your toes to do this if you have not been practicing this lately. And I highly recommend you do this pretty much every day. It can be done standing. Okay, and release. Lift your leg up, your foot up. And write the word love with your foot. L-O-V-E, and then the other way. Backwards. L-O-V, little case E. Foot love. Next. All right, so let's come to all fours on our mat table position. So in our yoga practice, I call this balancing cat, and in your exercise practice, you might call it bird dog or some version of that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to lift the left arm and the right leg and hold. And this is a balancing challenge, as well as it's putting load on your bones and muscles in a way that you might not often do. Hold, and then release. Hand down, knee down, other side, lift. Opposites lift. Try to keep everything straight. Good, and then release. And now, moving. We're going to do the same thing, but dynamically. So, lift and lower and switch. So, opposites lift, lower, and switch. Inhale it up, exhale it down. Inhale it up, exhale down. Okie dokie, so we're almost there. Inhale up, exhale down. And then pause after the last one. And curl your toes, sit back, and come. You want to sit back on your heels, but with curled toes. And this is a challenge, and it's great for your feet. More foot love. I know, this doesn't feel like love. This feels like torture, but it's good for you. Find your breath. Awesome. And now we did plank pose in our challenge. So let's do some variations on plank here. So but let's also begin with some spinal flexing safely. So lower spine only. Tuck your tailbone and lift your butt. So see if you can do spinal low back movement, which is great for your spine, without the upper body getting involved. So I'm not asking us to round our upper body at all, right? Just the lower body. Good, and now come to stillness, pause there. And now the upper body, we're going to do shoulder shrugs. So this is to prepare us for plank, and it's great for the shoulders. So we'll drop the chest, and the shoulder blades are going to come together, and then press away. So it's a drop and a press. Inhale, exhale. This is really good for your shoulders, for mobility for your shoulders, and it's a strength move too. And it's safe if you have osteoporosis because we are not rounding the spine. Good. Pause. How about a stretch back and puppy stretch, keeping the spine straight, reaching the arms forward, be on your fingertips, and do a nice stretch back. Awesome. All right, and now for some planks. Everybody loves planks. So we're going to come down onto our forearms. And you can stay on your knees. This is a forearm plank on your knees, or you can take one leg back and then the other, and then here you are in your forearm plank. Draw the shoulders away from your ears and pull your feet towards your hands and hold. We'll do this for a few breaths. Good, now drop to your knees and do a puppy stretch back. When I say puppy stretch, it's bringing your hips back and arms are extended. Now come up to tall kneeling, knees, hips, shoulders, and take your right foot forward. You're in a low lunge. Drop your shoulders. So this is going to be a transition, a few yoga moves, and work on posture. So bring both arms up, inhale, exhale. Open your chest. So this is your posture move here. Bring the shoulder blades together, spread your fingers wide, and then bring arms overhead until your wrists will cross above you. And then pull the elbows down towards your rib cage and back up again. Go slow here. You don't have to go all the way down if it doesn't feel comfortable. Just come part way down. Keeping the chest nice and open, and a smile on your face. Okay, pause here in your Cactus Low Lunge. Hands on your hips. Lift your heel up. This is more foot love and balance challenge. Lower the foot down, and then bring both hands to the floor. Curl your back toes, lift the back knee up off the floor, step the front foot back, and you will be in a plank pose, my friends. Plank. If you need to drop to your knees right away, go for it. If your knees down or straight plank. If your wrists are not happy here, you can try using your fists. And you could choose to go back to the forearm plank that we did before. Okay, so it's all good. There's no better. You just want to work on all of these different positions in ways that are appropriate for you. So if you found your way to plank, cool, go do that. Hold any plank. We're going to hold. Shoulders away from ears. Pull your hands to your toes and your toes to your hands. Loving your plank. Good, and now knees to the floor. Do a little stretch back. And now you're going to step the left foot forward and come up into low lunge. Relax the shoulders. Both arms come up. Open in your cactus. And then I love to open and close here. So you bring your elbows together and then you'll open and really pull back. It's more of a pullback because I want us more to work on the opening rather than the closing. But we'll do it all. Bring it in, bring it out. Bring it in, bring it out. Good, pause. Now, on your next breath, I almost forgot. We gotta lift up the heel. So lift up the heel to energize, to play with balance here, because everything has to adjust now, right? Your brain has to say, ooh, how do I hold that? Your calf muscle might be talking to you, and your foot is getting some new load. Hold here. Inhale, exhale, float it down. Hands on either side of your foot. Curl your back toes. Lift that back foot, knee rather, up. Plant your hands firmly down. Step back, plank pose, hello plank. Again, knee down maybe your way, that would be fine. Forearms down maybe your way, or top of the push-up, it's all good. Find your breath. And now drop to your knees, curl your toes, hips back. I'm up on my fingertips, pressing down on top of the hands. The backs of the hands are pressing up. It's a really great stretch from the top of your hands through to your shoulders. And then transition down to your butt, swing around, because I want us to do the challenge sit to stand from a seated position. So now you're on your butt again. Drop your shoulders. So this is a great place to find stability and a straight back. If you're rounding, then place your hands back here for support. Otherwise, just hold this, strengthening your core. Now, sit to stand was one of our challenges, and of course, we were doing it mostly in the chair, but we got to work from the floor too. So here we go. From this place, you'll roll over to one side and then push yourself up carefully. You're in a squat and then come up to standing. Okay? Pretty simple. Do it again. So carefully come down. If you can go up and down several times every day for the rest of your life, you will be in really good shape. So let's do that again. It's not like anything special, but getting from the floor to standing. So do it again. I'm going to do it the other way, right? So press down, keeping your chin down, your head down. Then you're in a little bit of a squat and you push back up. Ta-da! Okay, one more time. Come on down carefully. Transition down. Roll to one side and push yourself up. Up and down. It's a workout to go up and down, so do it. Other side. Keep your chin tucked. Push yourself up. So if you're a person like me that does yoga all the time, that's pretty normal. I go from the floor to standing on a regular basis, but if that's not something that's part of your daily activities, I highly suggest it. Okay, now we are all standing and we will work on balancing. Go to the back of your mat and we're going to take a walk. So just basically you'll walk the tightrope together. And this is a yoga meditation because we're doing yoga, right? So just one foot in front of the other. Till you're at the top of your mat. And then backwards. Ooh, this is a challenge. If you find you're holding your breath, breathe. Good. So that, walking the tightrope walk. Now we'll do the challenge with the head moving that Dominique from Australia taught us. So with one foot in front of the other, so just note which foot you're doing because you're going to do the other side after. So I'm mirroring you, and so I'm going to say that I have my left foot forward, right foot back. Bring your arms out to the sides, and when you do that, really good posture. Lift up, ramp your head back, and bring your arms out to the sides. And then go ahead and roll the shoulder blades down. Good. Now you're going to waver here. If you don't, that would be odd. So don't worry if you're moving. Just do your best. Take a breath in and turn your head to look to one direction. Let's say you're looking to your right. And you take 2 breaths there, and then you look forward. Another breath, easy, easeful breath in through your nose. Exhale, look to your opposite direction, perhaps it's your left. And look forward. Turn your palms up, reach the arms overhead, stretch, and then you can bend to release. Feels good to come out of that one. All right, we have to do the other side. So, step the opposite foot forward and notice how that's going to feel different. Do your best. Find the engagement muscles that you need for balance and stability. Ramp your head back for posture and extend your arms out to the sides. And when you do that, you can also feel the shoulder blades coming together behind you. Take a nice breath in, and the exhale, turn to look to one direction. Perhaps it's to your left. Notice that this side is going to feel quite different than the first side, at least for me. Look forward. If you fall over, you get bonus points for effort. Take a breath in, and exhale, turn. And look forward, turn your palms up, reach the arms up for the release, and put weight on the front foot, bend the back leg, and step out. Very nice. All right, a Strong Bones Challenge session would not be complete without heel bounces. So come to your comfortable standing position, perhaps hip width apart. Let's bend and straighten the knees a little bit just to feel our joints. Then feel your feet, your foundation again, rooted down. Prepare to lift the heels up off the floor, come up on your tippy toes. Let's do 12 together. Are you ready? Take a deep breath in and lift up. Come down with a bounce. That was 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come up a little higher. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then for the last one, make it a hold. Come up onto your tippy toes and bring your arms wherever they will help you hold this. And don't hold your breath. You're holding the posture, but you are breathing. When you're ready to come down with some impact and march it out. Okay, and then an impactful and balancing movement offered by one of our members, one of our Strong Bones members. I'm forgetting her name right now, so if you remember her name, put it in the comment below, or if you are her, you offered this up to us and you called it the Leonardo. So let's go side to side. I love this one. You're going to put your weight on one foot and let yourself balance there. You can open up a little bit. You can move your arms in weird ways because that will just challenge you more. And swing it over to the other side. So can you get why it's called the Leonardo? And again, and now let's make it impactful. A little side-to-side impact, right? Awesome, and let's come back to center. Okay, and then finally, we need to do our bridge a day, because a bridge a day keeps bone density at bay. So let's go back down to the mat. So gracefully find your way down. And once you are down, you will use your core, your abs to go to your back, allowing your chin to be slightly tucked, strong abs, come on down. And when you have found your way all the way to the mat, you might find that it would feel great right now to lift your feet up off the floor, but keeping the low back down, and then just moving a little bit. Some low back love, some small circles for your lower back. Okay, so we're here to do our bridge. So let's go ahead and plant both feet down and bring your arms beside you. Let's take a moment to find the base of your skull here. So roll your head gently side to side so that you feel your occipital ridge getting a massage. How about that? And then come back to center, come back to stillness. Root down in your feet. You've been paying a lot of attention to your feet already today, so let's lift the toes up and feel the engagement of the feet with the toes lifted in this position, and lower the toes back down. And then we will go ahead and lift up. So here you go. Hips lift until you have a nice straight line from your shoulder, hip to your knee. So feel that that's a straight line. And then get comfortable. Smile. And now make it energized. So I would like you to imagine, now you could have put a block between you, you could have used a band, you could have used props. I always forget to. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't energize, as if you had props to help you with those energy challenges. So I want you to engage your inner thighs as if you were squeezing a ball. Engage your glutes. And then press your arms down. So maybe your arm bones really need to press down. But at the same time as you're energizing your hips, your inner thighs, your glutes, pressing down on your feet, pressing down on your arm bones, relax your face, your jaw, and your brain. Okay? And connect with your breath. Take your breath into your belly and just notice your belly rise and fall as you exhale. And now take your next breath into your belly and farther up into your chest. Notice your rib cage expanded, and exhale, contract. Do one more like that. Belly, chest, maybe the breath will come into your collarbone. Pause at the top of that inhale, and then exhale. Let's use the next breath in to push a little higher up, and then the exhale will come out. So inhale, push down and push up. Why not? Energize your muscles. And now release very slowly until you come into your lower, everything down. And once you are down, a counter pose is called, you're being called to do a counter pose. What is it? Listen to your body. There's so many possibilities. There's the bringing the knees in and doing the circles again, or an easy, gentle twist side to side. So I'm not going to tell you what to do. Your inner wisdom knows exactly what you need to do right now. And so I invite you to just kind of stretch. We'll do some stretching. Good. And that's it. We are done with today's challenge. So we'll end this session the way we began, seated. So rather than a lying down meditation, we'll do our careful sit, push up to sitting from the floor. And then we'll find our seats, relax the shoulders, closing eyes. All of these wonderful physical challenges are so great for our bones and our muscles. And moving in ways that we don't move in our regular life is so important to prepare us for when life takes us off balance. We can remain balanced. And taking a few moments each day for your own meditation or breath work practice is also a way to help you with resilience, both physically but also emotionally and mentally. So let's do that right now. Doesn't take long. Just come to a comfortable seat, close your eyes, tune into your breath. Beautiful. Please open your eyes if they were closed. Bring your hands together and rub them. I like to end yoga sessions with a little prayer for peace, sending love, peace, and healing energy vibes to you, to your loved ones, and to all beings around the planet, and a huge prayer for healing for our planet Earth. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today in today's Strong Bones Challenge yoga session. Are you a member of the Strong Bones Challenge group? Or did you just find this random video on Facebook or on YouTube? Well, if you are not yet on Facebook with the Strong Bones Challenge group, you can go below this video and you will find a link, and you can go and ask to be accepted into our wonderful group of women, like-minded women who are supporting each other. We're from all over the world in our bone healthy activities every day. So join the group. If you're new to my challenge, please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. And anyone who's watching this video, you can tell me that you liked it by clicking that thumbs up like button, and I'd be quite pleased. So thank you so much. Go below the video, leave your comments, tell me you were here, and I will see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.